Welcome in, everyone, to another episode with the Second Chances. So glad that you're all here. If you happen to be catching us on YouTube, we are live every Monday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time over at twitch.tv/Robbie_Landis, as well as over at twitch.tv/ESKALIA with Ascalia. Before we get into tonight, I want to give out the thank yous that we normally do. The first going to Critical Role, who created the wonderful world of Exandria that we happen to be playing in. We are specifically using the Explorer's Guide to Wildemount. And most of the music you hear tonight will be from Reliquary Records, which you can find on all the major streaming platforms. There's also a link down below in the stream. And you will also be hearing a song tonight from Critical Role's Welcome to Teldore album. There's also a link down below where you can find that as well. So, last time, with the Second Chances, you have all been pursuing a thief that had taken a magical artifact from the Cerberus Assembly. You eventually ran into someone that you believed to be his brother, and with them went to the ruins of Shattengrad, where he was supposedly going to be using this artifact to unleash or to try and appease some ancient entity called the Plague of Eyes. Did eventually find the tomb, but it was empty. No Plague of Eyes to be found. And the person that you had been traveling with, the brother, turns out that he was the thief this whole time and was basically using you to get to the tomb. During the fallout from that, a portal opened in the tomb of the Plague of Eyes, and zombies began to pour out in massive hordes. But you were all able to work together to fight them back and close the portal. So, we are going to go ahead and jump in right there. Only moments after the portal has been closed. Oh, my D&D playlist. Oh. And you look around me, all around you. The corpses of the zombies, obviously still piled high and littering the ground. But otherwise, silence falls across the tomb and is shortly broken as Clay finally speaks up, now seeming to be a little bit more in control of himself than prior to the outbreak. What the hell was all that? Where did those come from?
Rosalind's just gonna quick look around the party and kind of like check off in her head mentally. You're okay. You're okay. You're okay. You're okay.
I just killed a ton of zombies.
Yeah.
So you did.
Sorry, Clay. First time for you, right?
Did that have something to do with the Plague of Eyes?
Well, I mean, not directly. Those things are... I mean, the Plague of Eyes may have played a part, but that is a different thing altogether, and why we're here.
I still don't understand.
Would it help if I said, no, there's no answer I can give you that will be satisfying to you?
Not in particular, no.
That's what we said too.
These portals open up in places. We were told to find these places and to make sure that, well, they don't completely open up and that they're closed.
What?
We believe it is... Go ahead.
What places, and how are you able to close them?
Other worlds where things are different. I'm from one. I'm not from Exandria.
It's meant to be in places where great change could affect the world.
Rosalind closed her eyes. Oh, the Plague of Eyes. That's the great change.
That's what I was meaning by it was not directly caused, but...
Yeah, but it's free now, and that's the great change.
Indeed.
Well, why now, though? Leo said that it had been unleashed months ago, maybe. Why now?
Because probably our presence. Yeah.
Well, we don't really fully know exactly why it opens when it does, but...
No, but we need to start accepting that probably is the case. 3 portals, 3 places. Rexentrum, Bisetile, and Shattengrad. Nothing to do with each other. All of them completely different. The only common cause were there.
Though there was a Plague of Eyes worshipper in Rexentrum right after we closed that one portal, so it could be linked.
Could be. Nothing that we know of for Bisay Tile, though.
Why are you causing them to open then? Just to
So that we
close
can
them
close
again?
them.
I have no idea.
Our understanding is that even without us, these will eventually just start opening everywhere.
Why?
And if
what's causing it?
We don't know.
Have you heard of a goddess named the Oracle?
I don't even know if she said she was a goddess.
No, she
She's-
said she wasn't.
She's before the gods.
Yeah.
Come again? Before the gods?
She is kind of the she came before them. She's the why can't I think of the word? Not the originator. I guess I could say that.
And the forebears to them.
Yeah.
Progenitor?
She works for a person called the Architect.
All right, so
It's-
We promise we don't know that much more than you do.
Just that it sounds like heresy.
I know that those in the Empire believe quite a bit differently than what we in the Dynasty do. And this Oracle and Architect are causing you to open portals that you have to close.
Yeah, like I say, we think the purpose of us opening them is to do it in a controlled fashion. Relieve the pressure.
It was uncontrolled.
Imagine what would happen if that portal had just been left open for a week. How many of those things had come through?
I mean, true, but it's in the Underdark, so it wouldn't have caused much chaos.
Yeah, but the
above.
last one we closed was in the capital, was in the government building of Bisay Tile, and the one before that right next to Rexentrum. This one might not have caused too much a problem, but those two would have.
We
You
were
think
told
it's going to get worse?
I don't think it's going to get better first. I think it's going to get worse before it does.
All we know is that it's meant to be a telling of other worlds coming slamming together in an unnatural way.
Rosalind winces.
And what proof of this do you have besides what you've seen?
I pull down my shirt and show him my tattoo.
I mean, does that really prove anything?
I don't
All
know
we
what
have.
So it's all we've had to go on since the beginning.
As Roz said, she's from another.
Yeah, I mean, I can tell you for a fact I'm from a different dimension, or a different world. That's something. Don't worry, yours is nicer.
Let's see. He kind of just goes quiet as he seems to be collecting some thoughts.
All right. Give him a moment. Is everyone else okay? You all right?
Are you
Can I
alright?
go look at the middle of the room where the eye was? Is it still there?
Yeah. Nope. No, so you go over and you look down into sort of like this pit, and the eye in sort of the light that it was giving off is gone.
Eye is gone?
There was sort of
Yeah,
like this large,
yeah.
The eye of
flaming,
Sauron has
almost
gone.
The eye left.
ephemeral-looking eye that's gone now. Yes.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Not good. That's the answer. Roz, are you alright?
Yeah, I'm just tired. We didn't get to finish our sleep last night.
True.
Well, here is as
Alright.
good a place as any to rest. Zana speaks up as she's kind of like going around, just stabbing a sword into the head of all the zombies that still have heads, just like a gonna kind of make sure type
Double
deal.
tap.
Yeah, exactly.
Double tap.
But I mean, looking around again, obviously this is a big room, but there is technically only one way into it, so it would
Right.
be easily defendable.
All right. As much as I think sleeping here is creepy, we got a long ways back out, so we might as well take a chance to rest while we can.
You know, we could throw all these bodies into that pit just in case they do come back.
I mean, that might be a good idea.
I'm all for.
I don't really want to sleep next to a zombie corpse. I don't know about anybody else.
I'm all for things not coming back.
Roz will nod and go on body duty.
I help too.
I'll go
Not
Not by
help her.
yourself.
We're heavy.
Everybody helps. You're definitely gonna need it for the big ones, regardless.
Right,
Yeah, we'll all
Roz,
need to
come
do
on.
those. Absolutely.
Yeah. But anyway, it takes you probably 20-30 minutes, but you're able to basically push and throw them all in there. It fills up half of the pit at this point.
Should we like burn that? You think?
I don't know that I
We
would.
can burn it when we
Yes.
leave.
There would be a lot of smoke inhalation if that was the
Yeah.
case.
All right, we'll burn it when we leave.
Mhm.
All right.
I can take first watch. I'm not really that tired yet.
All right. Who would like to take first watch with Hermia?
Nobody? Okay.
I'll
that's
do
fine.
it. I'll do. I was giving other people the chance
was
to do
gonna
it.
say,
I'll do
yeah.
it.
I was just kidding.
All right. Leo and Hermia, second watch.
I'll take second watch.
Who would like to join Maeve?
I can take second watch.
All right. Third watch.
Oh,
Leaf
God.
will take
Kieran and Leaf.
third watch.
It's the end of the watch, at least.
Kieran, did you want to volunteer, or is Zana taking watch for you? What is Kieran's demeanor through all of this? He's been relatively quiet since the portal shut.
No, he's still quiet. Definitely more off in the corner,
Okay.
unless it's like
Then
someone
then
brings it to
Zana
his
will take
attention.
the last watch with Lee. Kieran doesn't speak up.
Before we settle down to rest, can I have Roz grab Zana real quick and just ask, can I talk to you privately for a sec?
Sure.
Thank you.
Where do you go
I
for
don't-
privacy?
Probably just step out the door and around the corner a little bit, I would think.
Make a perception check as the two of you.
It's not my best.
Yeah, she rolled a 1.
Oh,
Ooh,
God.
we're gonna die.
Maybe.
Well, I rolled a 17.
Good at least.
17 plus 0. Way to go, Roz.
All right. So yeah, you step outside. She kind of has her arms crossed in front of her. What?
Yeah, I've been meaning to say something to you since I think we got here, and I just haven't done it yet. So,
Here is in the
Um,
ruins.
since we got to Shattengrod, or since we basically met up again in Eurosa, I wanted to say this for a while. That the night we first met, when you snuck into my room, you were in Mira's form, and I kind of got the sense that, well, it wasn't your first time using that form, and why? Was it just to mess with me, or?
I had no idea who you were. It's how I remember her. I assume you must not have much experience with changelings. Even the one that's with you doesn't seem to be aware of his own cultures.
No, they're pretty few and far between in Vino.
Here as well. It's how I keep her memory alive. She's a part of me. Same way that your family is a part of you. Just show it in a different way.
Yeah, I get that. She sighs and reaches into her pack and takes out a piece of cloth and folds it open and shows it. And it's a picture of her and Mira in her world, what they look like. And she glanced down. We got this done a few years ago, and now that I can't see her anymore, this helps me deal with the fact that she's gone.
He's not, though, is she?
No, but I am no less separated from her. My point is, if using Mira's form helps you, then I want you to do that. And don't worry about me.
She takes a moment to consider your words before nodding. She goes to walk back inside.
By the way, if you're watching on my stream, this is what that picture looks like. Thank you, Buttered Apple, for the commission. Roz will nod, and she'll tuck her picture back away and head inside as well.
Okay. Roz, as you are heading back inside, you think, can't be sure, it might just be your nerves after all that's happened. Obviously, you're still very tired by this point, having been awake for almost 10 hours now in several fights. But you think maybe you see something out of the corner of your eye off in the distance on the horizon. Obviously also very dark. It could just be the darkness playing tricks on your mind. But nonetheless, you do note that there was 2 Durgar that you fought and one that potentially and one that did get away. So
yeah,
it just sort of renews that idea in your head that there are still things out in the darkness here in Underdark.
Got it. Roz is gonna pull the doors closed when she comes back inside, I think.
Okay. They are pretty heavy. You'd probably need a bit of help to get them pushed closed, but it is something that you could do.
She'll glance over. Someone want to help me pull these shut before we go to sleep?
Can we get them back open when we wake up?
She stops to think about it. Like, I presume so. They opened once. Like, maybe they lock. I don't know.
They were
Would you
meant
prefer them-
to keep something powerful inside.
I don't know if we want to close it.
Fair enough.
I'd rather get shot by a Durgar than die in here.
Yeah, I don't really want
Fair
to.
point. All right. Roz will head over then, and she's gonna lay down to go to sleep.
All right. Kieran, where are you sneaking away to do this?
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Are you staying within the tomb, or do you want to go outside of it?
Probably go outside.
Okay. You just
Well, I
let me-
mean, we'd see her leave or see him leave.
maybe. You just let me know during whose watch you want to attempt to do this.
Who has the lowest perception?
No. You let me know when you'd like to do this.
You're gonna
All
have
right.
to guess.
Mm.
Leo and Hermia, you are up first. Everyone else lays down to get as much sleep as they can. Also, Kieran, keep in mind there are these giant statues in here as well if you'd like to try and go behind those, but it's up to you. So, Leo, Hermia, let's go ahead and start with a perception check, please.
Can I cast dancing lights and have them kind of float outside the door? It's gonna illuminate it a little bit, make sure nothing's trying to sneak in.
If you'd like to, that will also potentially alert anything outside of the door.
Oh, why do you have to phrase it like that?
I'm just saying it may draw attention as things that live in the dark would be very curious of
Okay, well,
lights.
never mind. I won't do it then.
All right, no problem.
Oh jeez.
Go ahead and give me your perception check, Hermia.
Okay, hold on. 21.
Okay. Was there anything that the two of you wanted to discuss while your watch passes?
I don't know.
Ask her about. Oh, I'll do it. Hermia, I saw you were actually swinging your sword today. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, me too. Chad's proud.
You hear a
Really?
grumble in the back of your mind. That is not my name.
Oh, he's mad about that. But yeah, he is.
Is he mad about the Chad name that all of
Yeah.
you given him?
Yeah, it's just kind of stuck now. I just can't not say it now.
What's his true name?
I I'm gonna say it, but I'm gonna say it in like flawless Elvish. So use your imagination, but that's what I do.
I want to hear it.
Nope.
For your
Imagination. Yep. The true fate.
Foir Moth actually means true fate. Divine prophecy is the rest of his name.
Yep.
Interesting. And your brother gave you this sword.
No. I found it.
Where did you find it?
In the Feywild.
In a place called the Black Canopy.
Yep.
Does it know its origin at all, or is it?
No, it doesn't remember like anything before I picked it up.
Has it always been stern with you?
Yeah. Kind of like a parent or like an older sibling kind of thing.
What was your brother's name?
Leander?
Leander. Does that mean anything to your sword?
Nope. I asked it if it ate my brother, and it said it didn't remember.
I don't eat people.
You eat their souls, which is essentially the same thing.
I just kind of get wide-eyed.
When
It eats
used to
souls?
slay, yes.
Okay, when it kills things, it like takes the soul so it can like bury it to the Raven Queen.
You would take me to Vasselheim like the members of the Ring of Three instructed you. Perhaps I could get back my memories.
Okay, we'll go there, but it's far away. I don't know how we're gonna get there. It's not like I can ask my parents for a loan exactly, like to get like an airship there.
Get where?
Vasselheim.
Why does the sword want to go to Vasselheim?
There's like a temple of the Raven Queen there. And like they're really into like religion and history and shit, so they might know about Chad.
Make a history check, Leo.
Where on the map is Vasselheim?
I saw
Not
it
on
once.
this map. It's on a different
Oh.
continent.
Different
Uh,
continent, so we'll never go there.
I thought for sure it was
Sorry,
on this map, but I
what was it,
Nope.
Leo?
17.
Okay, you don't have a lot of knowledge about Vasselheim, but you've heard of it. It's the same way that like people talk about like, you know, like Rome or like the Vatican. Like you've heard of it. It's super into religion. It's also known as the cradle of civilization, like where civilization on Exandria first started.
That's Mesopotamia. Get your things right.
It's like a bunch of those different things is what I'm saying.
So it's kind of like a vacation spot for rich people, or
No,
for
it's just
religious
more-
zealots
more
to
of a-
actually go and
More of a, it's just more of
pilgrimage.
a holy city.
Okay. That's
Yep.
interesting.
Yeah, I mean we'll probably end up there eventually, but it's I don't know, it doesn't feel like it's the right time yet.
I mean, we could probably somehow teleport there instead of taking
Yeah.
a ship.
And I asked a couple people to look into it for me, so they'll eventually like get back to me. But yeah.
Well, I'm gonna say this and don't take offense, but you talking to the sword is kind of crazy. I've never seen magical items talk to people like this before.
Well, it's not my fault you're not cultured enough.
Did he not have a statue head that talked to him a few weeks ago?
Also, he's calling you out about that statue thing that you talked to.
But it had a face. The sword doesn't have a face.
Okay, maybe the sword just doesn't think you're worthy enough to hear what he's talking about. It doesn't like other people.
Would I hear him if I touched the sword?
No. He has to
That's-
choose to want. Tali, get down. He has to choose to want you to hear him, and he chooses not to because you're not worth his time.
Really?
Yeah, don't shoot the messenger, okay? I'm just relaying you what Chad is thinking about other people.
I just flipped the sword off.
And with that, the two of you continue, but eventually your watch does come to an end, seemingly with no incidents. You go ahead and wake up Roz and Maeve next.
Roz looks a little upset as she's awake, and she's like, "Oh God,
Are you all right?
I was enjoying my sleep."
You didn't have to take the middle watch.
I know. Fine.
You want to go back to bed? I can
No, I'm
make it
good.
double duty if you need.
I'm good. I'm good.
Anything to report?
I
Nope.
didn't see much. So.
Good. Excellent. All right. Go on, and we'll see you in the morning.
Roz and Maeve, go ahead and start with a perception check from both of you for me.
Oh, God.
All right, Maeve, count on you for this one.
Yeah. I always roll really unlucky on these.
I got a 13.
That's not bad. 21. That's
Okay.
good.
All right. Well, if there's anything that you'd like to discuss during your watch, please do so.
All right.
How do you think we're gonna get out of here?
I know. We're
We
gonna.
descended down like a 60-foot sheer cliff face.
Yeah.
I mean, I can make the climb, I think, but like,
Not
it's gonna be
all-
tough.
Yeah, we have 2 climbing kits between the whole group.
Even then, we got 2 days journey back out of here.
I know. I didn't realize how long it would be, but
I went all the way to the Underdark.
indeed. But no, I haven't fully figured that out. Sadly, Lester is not able to fly yet.
Is that something he's going to be able to do?
With the rate of his growth, I would not be surprised.
Luster is currently over by the pit, sort of looking down and sniffing into it where you threw all the dead zombie bodies.
He's thinking about eating
Le-
them.
Lester, that's not food. That's disease.
He looks back at you, tucks his tail between his back legs, and just comes up and sits down next to you.
Here. She offers a jerky to him.
He noms it.
Nom, nom, nom.
Good nomming.
Have you heard anything else from your sister since the first night?
Her face kind of darkens. No, she apparently feels either now is not the time or she is elsewhere. I don't know.
Hard to tell.
Very, very hard to tell. She didn't exactly answer my question of where are you? But I know not whether that'll be the last I hear from her or not.
I doubt it, somehow.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I guess I'm the younger sister just like you, so who knows, right?
Yeah. Kind of a hopeful cause, right?
Yeah, always something of a hopeful cause. Can I ask your advice on something?
Sure, I can try.
If you knew she had left and run away, right?
Yes.
Hypothetically, if you had thought she was dead, if you had thought she died, and then you found out that other night that she was still alive, would you have forgiven her?
Not with good reason. I would, I guess, want to know why she. However I was told she was dead. I would want to know why.
Would any reason be good enough? Honestly.
Probably not. I mean,
Yeah. Not for me either.
why do you ask?
Because I got to talk to my sister,
About.
Mira.
Did you tell your sister to tell Mira you were dead?
No, I told her to tell her that I didn't know when I'd be coming home, or if I could even. She told my sister I was dead. Or she told Mira I was dead, rather.
A sort of twisted way of kindness, I suppose.
Sure,
But-
she thinks so.
Maybe not helpful.
Whether it's kindness or not, it's not our decision to make.
No.
She deserves the truth.
Do you think you can tell your sister to tell her the truth? She didn't exactly listen to your instructions the first time.
Maybe. We've gotten a little further along since then. Maybe she will. Maybe she won't. But I owe it to her to at least try.
And what do you expect Mira will respond with?
Roz gets a look on her face. A look that has seen a very angry Tabaxi before in her life. I imagine she will have some very choice words from me.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully after that she'll forgive me.
During this conversation, both of you hear a grunting noise from outside the door.
We should probably
Right.
investigate that.
Roz gets quiet for a moment, and she nods and grabs her sword and shield.
She'll grab her bow and arrow.
All right, stay about 10 feet behind me.
No,
You're ready to shoot.
I know. Don't tell me twice.
And we'll make our way over towards the door slowly, shield up.
Making their way.
Perception check from both of you. Disadvantage for Roz.
Disadvantage for Roz.
Do you have dark vision?
No.
I have dark vision.
You're
I
asleep.
have
Nine-
dark vision.
I
You're
rolled a
both
19
asleep.
on my first roll.
I can see in my dreams.
Oh my god.
I don't dream.
I rolled a 19 and a 5.
My total is 25.
Okay, so as you walk out, Roz, you don't really see anything, but Maeve, specifically because of your dark vision, just on the cusp of it, you do see some sort of small humanoid, maybe the size of a dwarf, scuttling away back into the darkness.
I will mind think to Roz that humanoid on the direction scuttling away.
Then our location is compromised, but I guess we always kind of thought that would be the case. I mean, we could try and chase him down, but I don't like our chances running him down in his own territory
The dark. Alone.
in the dark. Yeah, and I can't see anything. So I think for now, just keep on watch. We'll let the next two know to keep a close eye.
Right. Probably he's more scared of us at this point if he tries to fight us here. He's good as gone.
Well, if you saw what happened to his friend, maybe. Yeah. All right. I think before our watch is over, I'm going to try and see if Light'll talk to me for a moment.
I'll be here.
She goes over to one of the statues and kind of goes to stand behind it.
Yep, and as you are sitting down before you even have a chance to speak to her, what do you want?
I need you. I need you to find Mira and tell her that you were wrong, that I'm alive. And then I want you to tell her the truth about everything. Where I am, why I'm stuck here, what I'm doing here. And then, please tell her that I love her, and whether she chooses to wait for me or not, I will never stop trying until I find a way home.
Are you asking me to do this for her or for you?
It would be really kind, maybe, in some ways, to just let her think I'm gone. But it'd be really disrespectful of her, too. She can make her own choices, whether that involves me or not.
Fine.
Thank you, Light.
The rest of your watch is tense. You feel like there are eyes everywhere. Probably not just an effect of knowing that there are potentially Duragar outside of the tomb where you were attempting to rest for the night. But eventually, your watch comes to an end. You go to wake up
Alright.
Leaf and Zana.
I'll tell Zana that we think the Duragar's lurking.
I'll go and nudge Leaf.
As you move to nudge Leaf, Leaf just says, "This one is conscious."
You're always kind of conscious, right? You just have to hold still.
Affirmative.
It's a useful trait.
Affirmative.
Fair enough. Oh, yeah. We saw some Durgar outside. They likely know we're here, so just keep a close eye out. If we can make it through the rest of the night, we'll get up and at 'em in the morning and try and get out of here as quickly as possible. Start our way back up.
Zana nods
Understood.
and positions herself over near the door.
All right, Roz will lay down to go
You
back to sleep.
Successful with your sister?
Yes. She's going to go tell her.
I hope the answer you're looking for.
Is it weird that I don't know what answer I'm looking for?
Probably not, but
I think I just want her to make the choice.
you want the choice taken out of your hands.
The choice had already been taken out of my hands, but not by the right person. It's not my choice to make. I can only do what I can do. Fix shit here and go home.
I understand.
Leaf.
Go to sleep.
Perception check.
What? Oh.
Kieran. Stealth check.
See, Kieran's trying to.
Oh, that's really bad.
For you, that is really bad. Yeah.
That is
Plus
sad.
10, damn.
It's funny that Kieran chose to go not when Maeve was, because Maeve has a really high perception. Forgetting that Leaf also has a plus 10.
Yeah, Leaf is the highest perception of all of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, really, you want to try and go when Roz is on watch, because Roz tends to miss things.
All right.
Well,
So
I was with you.
first thing I'd
That's
like
true.
to ask Leaf, what are you doing during this watch? Zana has walked over and basically positioned herself next to the door.
If Zana has the door, then Leaf will walk over to Leo and just stare at him while he sleeps, not in a creepy way. And keep watch over there.
Okay.
What is not in a creepy way? Could you please describe for me
What not?
staring at someone while they sleep not in a creepy way?
And
I'm
don't
just making
say-
sure that his health vitals are stable and conscious. He had a rough time in the fight
it.
earlier.
Got it. Okay.
Uh-huh.
All right. So while this is happening, though, there's not a whole lot of chatting between you and Zana unless you initiate. And both of you notice Kieran slowly kind of get up from near a statue and start to slowly skulk towards the door.
Just picture them both looking right at him.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Literally right at him. Are you
When
going somewhere?
Yeah, I have to pee. That's all.
5 minutes.
behind
Do you want
the
me to
statue?
pee in the pit?
5 minutes, and then I'm coming to look for you. There are Duragar and worse out there.
Yeah, I know. I was there. Thanks.
suggestion, you could pee in the pit with all the zombies.
But what if it watches me?
You don't think there's things
The
out there that's
eye.
going to be watching you?
Yeah, but at least they don't have big, huge eyes that I can see.
Some of them might.
I gotta go. Scurry out. As I just quickly put my back to the door, is there any like rubble that I can like throw my card box like beneath?
Yeah, you
Can I
can
zip
easily
in?
kind of position and like hide it behind some stuff.
Yeah.
You know what? Make a stealth check for me for hiding your card box.
I should no inspiration.
We could do a whole side arc here where a Duragar picks up that box and runs.
Oh my gosh, no!
Don't say that because I rolled a 6.
Total?
You
A
rolled
6 total. I rolled
Total?
a 4, and I only have a +2.
Cool.
Cool.
Cool. All right.
Cool.
Bye, everyone.
Oh my god.
So you
Where
jump
are you
into your box.
going?
Oh my god.
As you jump into the box, you find yourself in a small, it looks to be a theater. You see lines of seats, about maybe 5 deep on each side, 10 rows total. And then down at the bottom, you see a small stage, like 3 feet wide, a foot tall. You notice Gil sitting up front in one of the chairs, watching, and then you notice on the stage a puppet show of multiple Gils arguing with one another. And about 30 seconds into watching it, the Gil who's watching himself goes, No, for the last time. You know what? This needs extensive rewrites. Take 5 minutes while I look it over. And as he says that, you see another Gil stands up from behind, taking the puppets off of his hand and throwing them on the ground. Well, fine, but I am taking the full 30 minutes. No, you know what? I'm done for the day, so we can try this again tomorrow, because I'm tired of your Oh, the boy is back. As he walks away, the Gil watching turns and goes, Ah, Kieran. And he kind of pats one of the seats next to him.
I just sheepishly just knock over, take a seat.
Puts an arm around you and pulls you into a hug. Are you all right?
They know, Gil. I messed up.
I saw.
They know.
That wasn't your fault. You fought very bravely against those machines. In fact, that's probably the most brave I've ever seen you been.
Kieran makes a confused face, because usually the compliments aren't this nice. Really?
The reason that I've instructed you to act in the way that you normally do is for your protection. Not all, but most people in the world are not as kind as you or I. But some of them can be when it suits them. And friends that you found, these second chances, so long as you stay on their good side and you're of use to them, I don't think they're a threat to you. I think that to an extent, they can be trusted.
So, as long as I don't make them upset or do anything wrong anymore, they won't leave.
They won't try to hurt you. And if they do, I'm right here to protect you.
I don't think they... Do you think they would hurt me?
I don't think so. You all have quite a bit in common. You have aligned goals. The only thing that I would be wary of, Kieran, is they all have their own goals. Yes? Rosalind wants to get home. Maeve wants to find her sister. Hermia wants to find her brother. Leaf... I don't know what Leaf wants to do. And Leo is obviously a criminal. But they all have their own missions that they want to accomplish, and you're going to be a part of that. But let me ask you this, Kieran. Have any of them, at any point, asked you what you want? They haven't, have they?
No, but they've helped me.
They have.
I mean,
They have, but people see other people as tools. That doesn't mean that they're always cruel. They can be kind. But in the end, What they want will always trump what you want. So just be careful. Yes? Kind of ruffles your hair a little bit. Wait, are you in Kieran form, or are you
No,
in...
I'm bald as fuck.
Okay.
Call me cue ball.
Yeah, he just kind of rubs your head a little bit in a fond way. I'd ask if you want to stay in here for the night, but it's probably not all that safe outside of that tomb.
Yeah, no, I should get back. I just,
And remember, don't tell them about me. Any
No, I
mortal
would
would
never.
kill to have the powers that I grant, no matter how good they seem.
Yeah, I don't want you to think so poorly of them, Gil.
I know that there are good people out there, but I have also seen even good people do horrible things. And honestly, that's the duality of man. All of them have within them the capability of great good and great evil as well.
Yeah. Okay, I'll get going.
Tell you what, why don't I give you a little something? Let me show you a cool new trick that you can do with your cards. And he holds his hand out for your cards, and over the next few minutes teaches you how to do a new spell. Spray of cards.
Still have to add that. Oh shit. Cool. Then I hop back out.
All right.
If I'm still by the door. I'm not being whisked away into the night.
You are still by the door. So you head back.
While all this is going on,
Mhm.
Leaf will meander over to Zana.
She watches you approach.
Assassin Zana.
What?
No, the title.
Oh.
Not assassinate.
Thought he was
thought
announcing
that
that he
too.
was assassinating her. I was so
Pages.
confused.
I'm the assassin that kills assassins.
Yep.
Small talk. What do you think of the weather?
It's damp and cold.
Understood. Segue. What are you doing here with us?
I was told to come with you.
Why?
She shrugs. Apparently, Mr. Black thought it prudent. And had I not been here, you wouldn't have been able to close that portal, would you?
Affirmative. Query. Are you an intellectual?
Why do you ask?
Where do emotions come from?
She kind of narrows her eyes a bit at you. They're chemical reactions in the brain.
This one is experiencing unusual programming. This one feels upset that previously best friend Kieran did not trust Leaf with his secrets. Did friend Kieran think that this one would judge based on race?
It's possible. A lot of people do in this world.
This one's programming is creating awkward synapses.
There's not a whole lot I can do about that. I don't know enough about your type, and you seem to be different from even the other automatons that I've seen.
You have seen other automatons?
A few. None of them have the biological traits that you do. They can't rearrange themselves like you can. From my understanding, they can't use magic so much as be given magic, let alone of the divine.
This one, Leaf just looks at its hands. This one doesn't feel like it uses magic.
Make an insight check for me.
Oh, that's a really good.
Abruptly, look, I don't have time for this. We're on watch, so that whatever's out there doesn't come in here and hurt your friends. So go back over there and just stand.
Does this one make you uncomfortable?
Yes, you do. Leave, please.
Compliance. And Leaf will just stand up and walk over back to this time Leaf is going to stand over Roz and just watch Roz as she sleeps, but not in a creepy way.
Of course.
You say that, but it doesn't. That doesn't help.
Right around this time, Kieran, is when you come back in. Through the remainder of the watch.
Query, how is your bathroom evacuation, friend Kieran?
It was fine. Thanks. Let's go back to sleep.
All right. As the rest of you sleep, obviously some of you don't necessarily dream. But for those of you that do, your dreams are restless. For those of you that don't, your sleep is also still quite restless. They're filled with nightmares, dark thoughts. They vary from person to person, depending on whatever fears haunt your subconsciousness.
Sorry, that music played for a second and then it stopped.
Yeah.
We heard like the first note.
I see it's still playing.
Maybe you can't
Oh,
adjust.
there it goes.
There it goes. Now
Sorry,
it's
you
working.
can't adjust your own volume, apparently.
Got it. Yeah, now we hear it playing.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. That's spooky.
You can adjust the volume if you go into the cog and go under audio and video.
Gotcha.
Then you can change the master volume there.
All right. So that's how, if it's too loud for you guys, you can change it if you need. There's a thread of commonality, though, among each of your dreams. And that's the eyes. They start out small in number, watching from a corner, hanging in the darkness. That blood-red, flaming sphere forming an iris. And they just watch, boring a hole into the back of your head, even when you try to look away. You hear something call your names to you. Whether you're dreaming or not, you hear it in the back of your head. Rosalind. Leaf. Leonidas. Hermia. Timavra. Hyacinth. And as each of you begin to awake, your attention is immediately drawn once again to the center of the tomb, where the pit is now alight with a red hue. The light shines directly up, creating a column of light illuminating a figure within it. You see a tall, slender being wearing a simple robe that shrouds much of its features. Its arms hang down twice as long as they would for an ordinary humanoid. Its fingers the same, with 6 knuckles to each finger. It floats out of the red beam of light and touches down before all of you. But you notice it doesn't disturb the dust and dirt gathered on the ground. It reaches its lanky digits up to remove the hood, and you see an alien-like skull, void of any eyes, though recesses for where they once were are present. Its mouth is just as strange as the rest of the body, as the upper and lower lips seem connected by small strands of skin. This sightless being looks over the ground. The second chances? It asks inquisitively.
Rosalind looks over at the rest of the group. I don't
Uh,
think this is the Oracle.
Oh, I didn't realize that they could hijack this.
We
Wait.
are.
Why are you all in my dream?
Hermie, this is like the 3rd time we've been in each other's dreams.
You all realize you're not dreaming. You've awoken.
You don't know
Oh.
my life.
Oh, that's even worse. Rosalind's hands instinctively rest on her sword and shield.
What are you doing in my tomb? You all hear this voice echoing within your head as the lips, sewn shut, stay closed.
Point over to the zombies, cleaning up your mess.
We both know that you brought those here. Stench of the Oracle is on each of you.
What business do you have with the Oracle?
My business is my own. I work to right the wrongs of the gods. You came here for me, didn't you?
We came here to stop someone who came here for you.
You notice now that Clay has also awoken and is just kind of frozen there on the ground, staring up at this being.
Raj shoots a look to Maeve that says, hands on the pack at all times.
Yep, that's
Do you have a
next to her.
need for me? Plays in. Clay
Clay.
kind of
Clay.
looks towards, like he's not sure what to say or what to do.
Clay, I need you to take a look at that thing and realize, no, you do not need this thing. No.
You watch as the chest of this being seems to crack and bulge a bit, about the size of a human skull. That bulge begins to move up towards its sternum and then into the throat as the neck expands. And it begins to open its mouth, the skin stretching from the lips, and you see this massive eye, this red, blood oozing off of it eye pops into the mouth but is held in place by the strips of skin across the lips. I see your desires, Blazin.
Holy shit.
Clay, this is
You
not
have
what
something that belongs to me.
Rosalind is gonna scooch over closer to Maeve. She's got her shield up.
This is not what I thought this was, what you were.
Well, here he is now.
So what are your plans? Second chances?
Well, doing what we have been doing. Are you, it sounds like you have a very opposite goal in mind than us.
My goal has an ending. Yours is rooted in failure.
Humor me. What's this ending to your goal look like?
The end of the world. The birth of a new, better place.
Yeah, that's not gonna work for me. So, no.
And how do you plan on stopping it?
Hey, 3 down.
They never end. They'll never stop. You carry with you the mark of the Oracle. Carry with you the destruction.
What do you mean destruction?
You haven't noticed that everywhere you go, the portals open?
Yeah, we were told they would.
And what happens when they begin to open and you're not there to stop them?
Something we have to find out on our own, right?
Causing change is a lot easier than stopping it. Violence is all you mortals have ever known, but it's also what makes you so malleable. It's what makes this world weak. You'll tear each other to threads without even blinking. Especially if you think it's going to further your own goals and beliefs, and that, how I will attain my goals.
Change does not have to mean the end of all things. Change cannot be prevented, but it does not have to mean untold death and destruction.
But it will.
Not as long as we're here.
As long as you are here.
You're
As
the
he
reason.
vanishes,
Go ahead. Sorry.
you begin to hear. And as you all turn to look, the doors behind you are closing.
I told you we shouldn't have closed the doors.
We didn't.
We didn't close the doors.
doors.
Damn it. Roz is gonna hop up to her feet. Are we gonna run for the doors and try and hold them open?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make a dexterity check. See how quickly you can get there.
Okay.
Anyone else who would like to also try to run to the doors may do the same.
Dexterity check, you said?
Oh.
Yep.
Whoopsie.
Okay. Just
How
straight
far
up.
away are the doors?
From where you guys are probably sitting,
Nine.
probably 30 feet. You basically have about a round to get there. They are closing from both sides. Something on the outside is either pushing them or causing them to close.
Maeve may have had an epiphany, but has a very horrified look on her face, but is gonna run anyway.
Well, we'll figure it
can
out
I-
when we get out the building.
Yeah.
Can
Oh,
I
I hope she's wrong.
can I use faced up to get to the door?
You may, yes.
Oh, there you go. That's a bonus action.
All right, so
Yeah.
those who are running, what did you get for your... Oh, Leah with a natural 20, maybe with a 19. Everyone is going to get there pretty quickly, but...
If Kieran is falling behind, can I use my natural 20 to kind of help?
Well,
in some way?
we'll see. Hermia definitely gets there first, though. Hermia, where exactly are you landing? Outside the door, in the doorway, just before it?
I guess in the doorway to try to like hold it open.
Oh, Jesus. All right. So all of you, as you begin to rush towards it, see Hermia appear right in the doorway in a burst of mist and fey magic. Give me a
Actually, it's
second.
like fire. So, like, could I potentially use, like, I mean, how does the fire appear? Is it like a bam of fire, or is it just like, oh, there's fire there now?
It's basically
Could I-
like it's basically like bamfing in like Nightcrawler does, but like with sort of flames around you.
Oh, because I was gonna say, I was like, can I try using the force of like the flames appearing to like kind of like push the doors back open?
Unfortunately, there isn't any actual force to it, but as you appear, a large club comes in from outside where you don't see it. You take 40 damage.
40.
As it
40.
crit on you. As everything just basically goes white for you, you all see Hermia basically just get thrown back 10 feet as something massive from outside has connected with her to try to keep her within.
Oh.
Yeah,
Alright.
I probably am just like dazed and probably on the ground somewhere now. There goes that plan.
All right. So when Rosie's over there, she's just gonna put her shoulder against the door and try and push it back.
Okay, so you're going to try to push back on one side. Go ahead and make a strength check for me. Leaf, Maeve, and Leo, you may also choose what sort of action you're doing. Kieran, you were just under the DC to be able to get there in time to help. Unless there's some
Trying to-
sort of magical thing you want to do from back here, but you can't quite see anything except these massive doors closing.
I'm spending
I'm
it, so-
going to get a Misty Step as far past the threshold.
What's the range on Misty Step?
30 feet.
You can just get right to the threshold where Hermia was.
Never mind, I won't do that.
Would this be athletics or straight strength?
Athletics.
All right. That's
I
great.
I think I would tell everyone to keep going ahead, and I would like to use my speed to help Hermia.
I got a 25 then.
Okay. All right, you are able to stop the door from moving much, but you can now see just outside that there is a massive cave troll with this large maul. That's, you assume, what hit Hermia. There are also several Duragar on the outsides of these doors beginning to push them in, and you also see a few other Duragar up on the ledge further up that now have a bunch of crossbows trained on you. So you're going to take a few shots here.
Yeah. Okay.
What's your AC?
19.
All right, 2 of those hit. You are going to take 22 piercing damage as 2 bolts strike you in the shoulder and the side.
Question: did we get our long rest?
You did get your long rest. You were just on the end of it.
All right. Thank God. Hold on, let me long rest before I start subtracting HP off. Then.
Currently in this
22.
chamber, Hermia, the roof of this thing goes up about 40, 50 feet in the apex of it. Yes, and Maeve, you can stop to try and help Hermia. Leaf and Leo, what are you two doing?
Can I use my bonus action skill to give people advantage, basically?
If
Or
you'd
give,
like to, if-
Zana advantage to like instruct her to start shooting the
if
crossbow.
you'd
men?
like to give advantage to someone, you may, yes.
I'll give it to Zana to shoot people.
Okay. Leaf? Oh, Leaf might have went AFK.
Yeah, I saw he had Birdie.
We'll say that Leaf is going to go into a bear form and attempt to push open the other side as well.
Roz is just gonna kind of hold it and try and let everyone like, come on, out behind me, please. As she gets 2 arrows in her.
You do notice, though, like, where they are, like, people coming out is basically funneling into a kill zone, effectively.
Yeah, I don't know if that's such a good
Yeah.
idea.
They're trying to lock us in. But...
So, what is above us? So, like, there's a top, there's a clear, like, ceiling.
Yes, yeah,
In
this
the
was
chamber?
this was a tomb that was created to keep the Plague of Eyes in here.
Okay.
Okay, well, we need either something to get them all out, or...
Zana
Yes.
will use a grit point, and she's gonna take a shot at the big cave troll that just took a swing at Hermia and is looking to do the same thing to Rosalind next.
Yeah, I feel like you get hit by that, you're just done. You're just done fighting for the day. You might as well just go back to bed or die.
Well, it's actually a pretty decent amount of damage as she takes out her big rifle and fires a blast that basically takes a big chunk out of its shoulder. As we go into the next round, what would you all like to do? Currently, Rosalind and Leaf are able to hold off these doors. They're not closing more, but there's also a few archers up on the ridge that are taking shots at you in this cave troll, which is right in front of you. Leaf, I had you turn into...
Can we see a battle map?
We're doing this theater.
Or
of
like
mind
a
currently.
crude, one? Like, how far away are they? How close are they grouped together? How many can we see?
So they're about 40 feet up from where you are, up sort of like an incline, and they're within 15 feet of one another.
Okay.
The ones that are pushing the doors are on the outside, about 15 feet back. 'Cause these are massive doors that they're pushing shut. So you have about 3 or 4 on either side of the doors, and then the cave troll that's trying to keep you in. Leaf, I had you turn into a bear to try and keep one of the doors from closing. You were able to keep it where it is, so it wasn't making any progress, but you also got shot for 14 piercing damage.
Okay.
So can I see out the door right now?
Yes, you have dark vision too, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, as you kind of sit back up, winded, you can see out the door, and you see this massive cave troll standing there, and then above them, about 40 feet back, just on the edge of your vision.
Oh, 40
you
feet
see
back?
these-
God damn it. Robbie, make them be closer together.
Sorry.
So as the new round starts, Rosalind's like, all right, you want me to hold this open or let him close it?
I don't know.
Hold it
Might as well
open.
just let them close it. We're all dead.
I heard hold it open, so that's what Roz is gonna do. She's gonna keep pushing on the door as
All
hard as
right,
she can.
make another athletics check.
Leaf is also going to attempt to keep it open.
Yep, both of you
Spend
go ahead and
another
make
inspo.
athletics checks for me.
Thank you, inspo. 22.
All right, yeah, you're able to keep it at bay.
I rolled an 18. Let me find bear stats.
Yeah, those of you, by the way, that's at least a 20, so you're able to also keep it in place. Anyone
Okay.
with a passive perception of 15 or higher, you also notice on the cave troll and a few of the Duragars to the side. On some of them, you assume all of them probably have it, but you do see those same eyes on certain parts of the body.
Okay.
All right, so that's Leaf and Roslyn, Leo, Kieran, Hermia, Maeve. Zana's probably just going to take another shot at the cave troll if nobody
yeah,
How
that's-
says
close is
anything
the
else.
cave troll to Rosalind?
It's
is it with him?
it's right next to her. It's going to take a swing at either her or Leaf. Like any
Okay,
moment
then-
now.
I'm gonna run up on it and attack it.
All right, go ahead and make an
I'd like
attack
to
roll.
attack it too, but
Maeve as well.
Wait, can we use the? Let Maeve attack first, and let's use our thingy.
We're gonna do the thing.
But it's also close enough to Roz that you would get sneak attack on it regardless.
But I want the elemental damage too.
Sure.
Hmm.
So
Still,
Maeve is going to
the
use a
lightning.
prime shot. So Maeve,
Yep.
just instinctively, not even realizing what you're doing, as you draw the arrow into your bow, your tattoo begins to glow and it becomes more intricate, spreading out more. I forget where yours is, but spreading out more on your wrist. And as you draw it back, you notice that is Lester still set to lightning?
Yes.
Or thunder? That more so that when Luster does it, but your arrow almost becomes a conduit of thunder energy itself. Go ahead and make the attack an advantage.
Ooh, advantage. I like the sound of that. That was a natural 20.
Hell yeah.
Natural 20. Go
Get
ahead
it.
and roll your damage. You get an extra... Did I put D6 or 2D6 in there for yours?
I'm only damaged twice for Chris, right?
You get an extra 2d6 on the prime shot.
All right, I'll just use this. So 2d6 and then plus 2d8.
And technically, because it's a crit, it's 4d6.
4d6. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna. Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. Okay. 5 plus 6 is 11. 11 plus 4 is 15. 15 plus 11 is 26. Plus 10 is 36.
So what was the total there?
36.
All right, so yeah, you send this arrow flying, and it strikes right into this thing's neck, and you watch as lightning and thunder arc across its clavicle, down its chest, across its face, and it lets out this roar of pain. You have a second attack as well.
I do.
So go ahead and make that. Leo, you can also go ahead and make your attack as you run out to sink your daggers into this as well. You get an additional...
Is this just a normal attack?
Yes.
Okay.
And you get an additional 2d6 thunder damage as well.
Does 16 hit?
16 does hit. It is
Okay,
big
cool.
and not wearing a lot of armor.
Okay.
16 plus 8.
Yep, that'll hit as well. So go ahead and roll your own damage, and Zana will take another shot at it as well.
So that's another 12 damage. And does that use up Luster's action?
No, primed shot is an ability that the tattoo essentially gives you, so it doesn't count as his reaction to do that. So you can technically also use Luster's reaction to put even more on it if you'd like to.
All right, so let's put, so that was 12 plus another 5 lightning damage. And then am I able to do his bite attack as a bonus action?
Sure.
Okay.
Go ahead and
He's about
put
to get-
your damage, Leo, in the chat for me.
Aw, he got a natural 1. He trying his best. He got too excited. The Infuse just got too excited and he ran away from biting him.
All right, 9 dagger damage, and how much for the sneak attack? And you notice, Leo, as you run out and jump towards this thing with your daggers out, that they seem to also be infused with the same thunder energy, more so than when Luster usually adds it to your attack.
Those are my rolls for the sneak attack.
All right. And as this thing cries out in pain and kind of throws you back, it's not looking great, but it is still up and is going to take 2 attacks on Rosalind.
Huh. That was pretty
Can
cool.
I take my offhand also?
Yep, go ahead. Now, Rosalind, because you are trying to hold this door open, it does put you at risk. These are going to be at advantage.
Cool. Sure, it'll be fine.
Oh.
19, you said, is your AC?
Yeah.
All right, first one hits. Second one misses. And you take... Lucky. Not great. You take 15 bludgeoning damage.
She only gets hit for 15.
You
Wasn't
got
critted.
crit, unfortunately.
Leo did another 11 damage with this offhand attack. He got a natural 20 on it.
Oh, okay, cool. Great. All right, and then the 2 of the archers are going to take a shot at Rosalind. The other one's going to take a shot at Leaf.
What is the turn order?
I'm kind of basically
Whatever
doing
the DM decides.
all of you and then all of them. If you know what you want to do, Hermia, let me know.
Well, I didn't even get to do anything.
Okay.
So everyone's just going.
Yep. What would you like to do?
So you said like the troll thing looks like it's almost dead.
It's getting pretty close. Yep.
Okay. So there's a lot of enemies outside, like.
So that you can see, you see the troll, you see 3 archers up on like the cusp of this pit that the tomb is in, and then you're not sure how many, but you know that there must be some that are pushing these doors closed.
I'm just having a hard time like visualizing it. I'm very bad at this.
Take your time. You just sometimes have to ask the questions of where things are, and that's okay.
Yeah, but all you can see is the troll and the 3 guys up on the edge shooting arrows.
I'll just throw Eldritch Blast at the troll because I don't know what else to do.
Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead and make your attack rolls.
He is the bad guy.
Dirty 20.
That'll
Does that hit?
Yep.
Is it 18 hit?
They both hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Okay.
And yep, you're on deck, Kieran.
Um, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26.
26 damage total. All right, both of your
Yeah.
Eldritch Blasts land center mass on this thing just after it got done hitting Rosalind, and you watch as it like staggers back a bit, puts its club sort of on the ground to hold itself, and you watch as it's like winded and taking deep, wheezing breaths. Kieran, what would you like to do?
Is it safe to say that I'm at the threshold now?
Yes, you would have been able to get up to
Like
the
after?
threshold.
Okay. I step out. I look like old Kieran. Reach into my pouch. And I pull out a white rose.
Oh.
And I twirl it in my fingers and I point it right at the... You said it's a troll?
Yep.
Roses are red, violets are blue. You hurt my friends? I say fuck you! And I use my action to... basically like a mini cone of cold.
Okay.
So it needs to make a DC 15 Constitution saving throw, taking 3d10 on a failed save for half.
So it does make it 19 plus 5. So go ahead and roll the
Whatever.
damage for it.
Whatever. Oh, that is way too many dice. What did I just roll? Okay, so that's 8 cold damage.
8 cold damage. So as this rose, this is the one that you got from Baise Tile?
Yep.
Yep. So as you finish your rhyme and throw this rose towards it, it lets out this blast of cold, and this thing kind of, and raises its club up like it's going to smash it down on you to stop, and then it just kind of freezes in place there. And at that point, a few arrows sail over it down towards Rosalind and Leaf. All 3 of them hit. Rosalind, you take...
If you roll high, you could put me down.
26 piercing damage
Oh
You're
my
down, aren't
god.
you?
That is enough.
as two bolts stick into you. Leaf, you take 12 piercing damage. One of those was a crit, Rosalind.
Yeah. So Rosalind takes 2 more arrows into her after getting hit by the fucking cave troll, and you just see her drop down to a knee and then flump over on her side.
And as she does, the door begins moving again,
Door just closed.
pushing her body along with it.
I'm gonna try to grab the door and then yell at people, let's get the fuck out of here.
Yep, so
What, to die?
basically, so we're going to go back up to the top of the round again. I'm going to let each of you guys go first. So what would you all like to do?
I have a thing. I would like to cast, as a bonus action, Healing Spirit.
Okay.
And gonna put it right on Roz's face.
All right, and Healing
Very
Spirit
aggressive.
does...
1d6. But I get to,
1d6
like...
healing?
Yeah, it's just 1d6 healing, but I get to move it around and I can do it, like... What?
Oh,
times.
okay. This is like aura of healing.
But it doesn't take a bonus action to use. It's just on the on
Oh, okay.
whoever's
All right.
in the space gets the healing, but it has
Okay.
charges of
Oh,
healing.
sorry. I meant to give you the information. That did not work. Anyway, here, I can just...
Yep. Nope.
put it in
So all right. Yeah. It's fine. So yeah, Roz, 4 HP back into you as you slowly come to realizing this door is slowly pushing you through
Oh,
the
yeah.
I'm
ground
trying to
here.
pull her away at the same time. I will... If I have to spend my action doing it, I will.
Yes. You pulling her outside or back inside?
where are we going? I think
I don't know. Like, I get hit again. I'm dead. So I
Make a
don't know.
decision, inside or outside.
I want to go outside because if we're trapped in here, I don't know how we're getting out.
Where's Clay?
Excellent question.
Clay is still inside, still kind of reeling from what he saw. He seems to be kind of frozen there with fear.
Isn't the troll still right outside the door?
It is, but
No, the
it's
troll's dead.
It's
Troll's frozen.
It's
Sorry, troll's frozen.
frozen in place. It seems to be.
Yeah.
You assume maybe
Okay.
dead.
So, there's 4 archers.
3 archers that you can see.
Oh, okay. Well, whatever. I guess I'll just do something. I'll cast a hypnotic pattern up where they are.
Oh, all right.
there we go.
Oh, okay, that's
That is a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah. Probably not gonna do anything, but
Well,
What's the
hold on.
DC?
I mean, there's only 3. It's 16.
16, okay. So
All right.
let's see
2
how-
of them seem to kind of just go slack, staring up at nothingness, while the other one begins to load another bolt into his crossbow.
Well, that only took care of like 2. So
2 out of 3.
I'm still gonna die when I get hit. So I'll just fucking walk towards
All
the
right,
door.
Maeve,
like,
are you pulling
Well, I
Roz
will-
in or out?
If we're going outside, Roz throws her hands back up to push on the door. Go!
Yeah, we're gonna go outside.
All right, Rosalind,
Jeez.
this is your last chance before this side of the door closes. I want you to make a athletics check at disadvantage. Leaf, are you still trying to hold the other door?
can I?
Go
Sorry. I
ahead.
wanted to do something else.
No, go ahead.
As I go to the door, just kind of like resigned to my fate, can I just like reach out and grab Clay's hand and just kind of like pull him with me?
Yes. Yep, you can pull Clay outside with you as well.
I'll
All
spend
right,
We're gonna
initiative
die,
to
Clay.
make a flat roll.
all right. Leaf.
Is anyone still in the room?
Everyone is at least close enough to where they could get out if they want to.
14 plus 6 for a dirty 20.
All right, Leaf is gonna stay in the door and keep holding it open until everyone's out of the room.
All right, make an athletics check for me.
It's another 19 plus 4.
All right, so
23.
let me now just ask everybody as a party. Everyone's getting out of the tomb then?
That's
Yes.
the plan, yeah.
That's the plan.
All right,
At
so
least
yeah,
it's my plan.
everyone's able to get outside of it. So at this point, if you want to let the doors close, you may. You can now all see that there are 4 Duragar on either side of the door. So there's a total of 8. And then the 3 that are up on the ridge still.
2 that are doing a snooze.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Roz is gonna throw a hand up onto her shoulder and give herself the lay on hands and start pumping HP back into herself as she fucking glares at these Duragar here. They are about to fucking die.
All right.
30 HP back to her.
All right, no problem. All right, Maeve, Leo, Kieran, you still haven't gone this turn. What would you like to do?
I don't know if you feel I technically went.
Oh, sorry, you did. So Kieran and Leo.
Okay.
I'm gonna stab the closest Duragar next to me.
All right, go ahead and go for it.
Or whichever one that'll give me sneak attack damage also.
Probably not anything this turn, as they're still trying to... Well, no, actually, if you're all out, they'd probably stop, so they'd be coming towards you. So, yeah, you can go ahead and attack with advantage on them, as they basically all begin to just surround in on you.
17 plus 8.
That'll hit. You all right there, Kieran?
4 plus 5.
Karen's doing Eldritch Blast, apparently.
Yep, go ahead
No,
and
he's
roll.
doing Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, go ahead
Yay.
and roll for your hit, and I'll let you know if it's damage. Well, roll for both of them.
So I rolled a 10, an 11, and then a 7 for my bonus action because I was like, oh, I can throw a card. Nope.
Yeah, all
Are
of
those
those.
totals?
Wait, yeah, those are totals?
Those are totals.
All right, y'all can tell that Kieran is overwhelmed right now as all of his blast and cars just seem to be going wide and missing real
Let's
easy.
go.
The bravado did not last very long.
Rosalind will shout over, Kieran, one thing at a time. Drawing your card, aiming your card, throwing your card.
Okay, aim the card, throw the card. Throw, aim, okay.
All right, we're going to go ahead and go through the Duragars now really quick as they descend on your party as a group. The first one is going to be the Archer taking a shot at Roz. That is unfortunately going to hit.
Roz has so many fucking arrows in her right now.
To be fair, they are crossbow bolts.
She has so many fucking crossbow bolts in her right now.
This is only 7 damage.
That's more manageable.
All right. Leo, since you are attacking, 3 of them are going to swing at you with their war picks. What is your AC?
17.
All right, 2 of these are going to hit.
I'm going to use my reaction to half the damage of the highest one.
All right, one of them is 12. The other one is 6. So go ahead and just take a total of 12 damage then. Kieran, the other one's going to attack you since you just froze the big one.
Just went to the bathroom.
Okay. I will just put it in here.
What's 48 minus 12? My brain is 36.
36.
The other 4 coming from the other side, one of them is going to take an attack at you, Hermia.
Hermia just sighs.
You take 6 damage. And the other 3 will attack Roz.
Oh, what do I have to roll to keep concentration?
Con roll.
Yep,
Just
so
straight con roll, you have to make 10
have to beat
saving.
10 plus the damage. Wait.
It's either,
What?
I think, the damage or 10.
Oh, right,
Yeah.
right.
What
do I have
If
to
damage is low,
roll?
You have
What
to
is
beat,
the number?
10.
You have to beat 10.
Con
Roz,
saving throw.
as these 3
11.
Duragar,
You're good.
you keep it up. As these 3 Duragar come at you, you just put your shield up in front of you, shielding yourself the way that your Aunt Sin taught you to, and all of their attacks bounce off of you. They all rolled under a 10.
Yeah, she bashes their picks away and is just glaring.
All right, with that, party's turn. What's everybody doing?
Okay, I will use my bonus action to bring the healing spirit on top of Hermia. Hermia, take 1d6 of health. And then I will use my actual actions to do an attack. I'll attack the... There was this, 3 that went on Roz, or...
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I will attack... Well, I'm going to attack one of those.
Go ahead and make your attack.
First attack is a 22.
That hits.
All right, I'm just going to do one at a time because I don't know their HP. That's 7 damage.
All right, yep. You stick an arrow into one of them.
Okay. I will attack the same one again, and I will infuse this strike. 24.
That hits.
And then I'm going to infuse it.
All right, with the second arrow, that one drops.
Okay. And then I already used my bonus action, so Luster can't do anything this round.
All right.
And that's it.
All right, who's next?
I have a
Me.
question. Oh,
Yes.
sorry.
Yes.
No, go ahead.
What's your question?
Okay. So, around me, what is around me? What are, in the squares around me, what is around me?
I will say
adjacent to me.
You're standing next to Rosalind, and then there are 3 Duragar. There were 4, but Maeve just dropped one of them.
Can I, bonus action and knock back the enemy people?
Yep. Roz will also potentially take this damage.
What?
Because she's next to you as well. You 2 are basically standing right next to each other.
Okay, so there's no way to position it to just hit them.
You could attempt
Again,
to move away.
I can't see.
But one of them is going to get a hit on you. This is all very, very close combat right now.
Super close.
Hermia
quarters.
just dies and just hits one of them. She just does it. She's just done.
So you want to attack twice with your sword?
Oh, I got a natural 20.
That's good.
To hit with your sword?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
just said I'm
alright.
gonna hit
That guy's
something.
soul is
Okay,
gone.
yeah. So go ahead and roll your damage and double it.
Okay, so Wait, let me make sure I'm rolling the right dice. Okay, where's my... Is it? Yep. Oh, that's not good. So that is only 11 points damage
That's double.
for the crit. Yep.
All right, well,
Roll the 3.
It is enough. Hermia seems to be getting just overwhelmed and lets out this cry as she pulls Foromir's art and just cleaves through one of these Duragar. You watch as this dark shadow pulls away from the wound and into the sword as he falls lifeless to the ground.
Am I allowed, since he died, can I still use my
second
attack?
You can.
Yeah. Okay. Hermia, like, as she, like, knocks that one down, you'll notice that her hair has turned, like, almost a brown color, and her skin doesn't have, like, that glowy, you know, sun-kissed
Like
look to
fire
it
to
anymore. It's starting to, like, get, like, you know, pale and, like, just kind of, like, look gray.
Basically.
And that is, 23.
That'll hit. Go ahead and roll damage. At the same time, Zana has reloaded and is taking her rifle out and takes aim at the archer up top that isn't under Hermia's spell. And as she pulls the trigger, there's a click, but there's no boom. And there's a delayed explosion, and you see one of the barrels on the gun suddenly explode outward to the side as she misfired.
That's a 9.
All right, you are able to, we'll say this is, because there's still 2 left. One of them is damaged, the other is not. Going after the damaged one, you're able to do the same thing to him. You run your sword through his chest, and pulling it out, you see the soul consumed into your sword, and it falls to the ground.
Okay.
I believe we still have
done.
Leaf
think
and
Leaf and Leo?
Roslyn. Leo, have you gone this turn yet?
Oh, I don't know if Roz is
I haven't, no.
Okay, so go ahead and make your attack rolls, Leo, if that's what you'd like to do. Roslyn, what about you?
There's just
Also,
one.
I like to give Roz advantage with my bonus
Okay.
action.
There's 1 around you and Hermia, and then there's still 4 over on the side with Kieran and Leo and Leaf.
Great. Roz is just still glaring at that first one. She's gonna smack it with her sword. Disadvantage. Thank you for the advantage, Leo. That was very helpful. That is going to be a 17 to hit.
17 hits. Go ahead and roll your damage.
All right. And she's going to do.
You know, my brother makes fun of me for always dropping the dice, but I swear you've
Well,
dropped them more often.
We have
here.
no room to roll in here.
We should get those little tiny dice trays.
So we're gonna do 8. She is going to divine smite.
Yeah, go for it.
Never has an enemy been smote.
So as you cleave through this one, a mote of divine energy appearing before it and smiting down through his, like from his head down to his torso. As the light clears, he has no head anymore. His neck is just a smoking crater as he falls to the ground. Leo, you lash forward with your daggers, one from both sides, plunging them into the neck and just ripping it apart. Some blood spackling over onto Kieran's face as you drop one of the 4 on your side. Leaf, what are you doing?
Is there any in melee right now?
Yes.
Okay. How many are there in melee right now?
3.
There's still 3. Okay. Are they? Is there like a? Are we trying to escape somewhere, or are we just trying to kill them?
So you are all out of the tomb now, and you actually, while you were outnumbered before, it's now 6. Actually, technically 7 on 6. So you're actually outnumbering them, and 2 of them are still under hypnotic pattern.
Okay.
So you have managed to turn the tides on my ambush thanks to a few natural 20s.
You know.
Like you do.
Like you
Can I
do.
take my second attack on another one of these, by the way?
Yes, you may. You can move over towards Leaf and Leo
Right.
and take another attack. Kieran, if you're just gonna attack, you can go ahead and roll for your attacks if you'd like to.
I wanted to ask because I can't remember what we said.
Mhm.
I know that my bonus action is to throw the cards, but I know that you said I can also attack with my cards like a fan.
Yep.
Could I use my bonus action to use that same effect on one of the attacks? Or no?
Sure.
So with another divine smite, that's 20 damage.
You smote another one out of existence.
Roz is pissed.
21 to hit and then 19 to hit.
Both of those hit.
Okay, for regular damage noise, that's 6.
And so you're doing fan attacks with your cards, Kieran?
Yes. Because you said they're all in melee with me.
Yep.
Yeah. And then I shall draw a card.
You were doing 2. 6 was damage for one of them. What's the other attack?
And then this is one where I pull a card and I see
Oh, gotcha.
what happens.
Oh,
Yeah.
please, not a fireball. The last thing we need right now.
It's not bad. So that's gonna be 5 fire damage.
All right. So as you smite one of them down, Roz, you watch as Kieran sort of glides behind Leo to the other side, where one of the last two are, fanning her cards out like a blade, slits its throat, and then throws a small little sort of ball of fire from one of the cards into its chest, knocking it to the ground. There is one left. Leah or Leaf, you're the only one who hasn't gone yet.
I'll multi-attack, a bite, and a claw on it.
All right, go ahead and roll to hit. So long as they hit, yeah, okay.
One Durgar left, and it's getting eaten by a bear.
With one left, you watch as Leo just grabs it or Leaf grabs it and lifts it up into the air. And remember, he's a bear, but his head is still Leaf, and he has no mouth. But that head just kind of opens up like Canadians on South Park, and then he puts the head of the Durgar in there, and it closes like a clamp, just smushing the head as blood oozes out of the sides.
That is more disturbing.
Yeah, somehow.
The last 3, still 40 feet away from you, one of them is going to take a shot on to Roz. That is a natural 20.
Oh my gosh. Not again.
6 crossbow bolts later.
That is 28 points of piercing damage.
I'm back down.
As this bolt hits her right square in the throat, dropping her to the ground immediately. And then this last Duragar, realizing his 2 buddies haven't done anything, basically shove both of them, and they begin to run off.
Wait, does that work like that? Oh, they're leaving.
Leaving you in the carnage of what has befallen here.
I have another use of healing spirit.
Yep, so you quickly remove the bolt from Rosalind's throat and use your healing spirit to heal her. That's a third one. I believe it lasts a minute, so if you want to hand out another 3, if you want to hand out another 3d6 of healing, it seems that everything has finally sort of calmed down, at least for now. Yes, Kieran.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna give 2 more to Roz, because...
Or Roz.
I'm just raising my hand for
Alright,
this one.
7, and then I'll give 1 to Hermia. Hermia, did you take the 3 I gave you earlier?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm still pretty rough.
Alright,
still.
you get a 6, Hermia.
Roz sits up, looking very exhausted after.
Are we
going
just
down
not
twice in a
allowed to sleep anymore? Sleeping is my favorite thing to do. And ever since we started this, I just can't enjoy sleep anymore.
They could be back
Fuck
at any.
this.
They could be back at
Gotta
any
go.
minute. What are we doing? As Zana looks pissed and is putting away her gun.
We're
It's not
leaving,
my
is what we're doing.
Yeah, like, it's not our fault you broke your gun.
Not right now.
Let's
Nope,
go.
it's
Ow.
gonna happen right now. We're pissed. I'm pissed. I don't even care anymore.
Yeah, let's make
Fuck
it to
everything.
the cliff side. Let's climb up the cliff, and then we can take a 5-minute breather. And
The cliff is still quite a few hours away from where you are. You still have at least probably 2-ish hours at a fast pace just to get out of the Underdark and back into the ruins.
Well, we're at least getting out of the Underdark. Let's go.
Agreed.
And Rosalind starts hurrying up.
All right, I would like everyone to make athletics checks. as you
Okay.
are attempting to rush and are also doing so with some wounded party member.
Oh, I get +3. That's not the end of the world.
If you have a thing to gain advantage, yes, what would you like to do, Kieran?
So first I kind of, as we're like already starting to kind of run and talk, besides Leaf, does anyone have the ability to maybe turn into something small that I could carry? No?
Leaf is already
I-
a bear, just kind of trotting alongside everyone.
Yeah, okay. I just thought I would offer. And then I'm just going to close my eyes and kind of grit, and then when I open my eyes again, they're just glowing with electricity. And then I'm going to fly. Can I do that? And gain
How long does
advantage?
fly last for?
Only
10
30
minutes?
minutes or 10 minutes. Yeah.
Tell you
10
what,
fucking minutes, yeah.
I will lower your DC a bit. And give you the choice, you can do Constitution or Athletics.
Oh. I'll take the Constitution.
What's your,
so
how much
many
did you heal with your
potion.
healing potion, Hermia?
I'm trying to do math in my head and I'm having trouble.
Okay.
6. Okay, and then I'll roll my thing. Ooh, I got a natural 20 on whatever thing we're trying
It's
to
athletics.
All right.
So
do. I think that's a +0, so it's just 20.
All you have to beat 15.
Oh, good. Well, we don't know what Kieran did.
I rolled a 16 minus 1.
Did anyone fail?
Yeah.
Who failed?
I failed. I rolled
Kieran
6.
and Clay both failed. Both of you have a point of exhaustion.
Okay, fair enough.
That's fine.
Wait, I have a question, DM.
Yes.
If Herbie is still like kind of dragging Clay around, does he help him at all? Because she never let go of his hand ever since he dragged him out of the chamber.
So it doesn't help. Basically, all you were really doing was just kind of like breaking him out of whatever sort of funk he was in. So once you all started running, he was able to run along with you as well.
I'm still dragging him along.
Okay,
So
that's fine. Maybe that's why he got exhaustion, is because you're just like pulling him like a toddler behind him, and he can't quite keep up with you. Oh, actually, Zana also fails. So Zana is also exhausted from the running. So after about 2 hours, you all at this point have made it past the area where you first encountered the Duragar, and you're starting to see these sort of trees and these mushrooms and the different sort of fauna of the Underdark is starting to become more sparse as you're getting back closer to the ruins that you remember. And Zana finally stops and goes, wait.
what?
We can't keep going like this. They're going to catch up to us. Even if we manage to get back to the ruins, we can't all climb up like this.
You're the one who told us to keep running.
what
Make
do you
up your
suggest?
mind.
Rosalind, you may be able to climb up that cliff face, but someone's going to fall.
Yeah, I got you. You see her as we stop for a moment. She kind of leans against a wall, and she doesn't so much move down to sit as she slides down the wall.
Maeve will walk over and offer a healing potion.
She's actually reaching into her pack to get one out.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
As she wrenches out another crossbow bolt. Okay, we need another way out of here. Does anyone have a thought?
I can get us out.
What do you mean? How?
Can't ask questions, and you have to follow my lead when we get to the other side.
Very well.
Why didn't you just
Wait,
do
is
that
it?
from the get-go if you had a way out?
No questions. You can get us out of here, all of us?
She nods. Wait, how many people
Okay.
are there?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of us.
And
It's not
Clay,
plus her.
and Clay is 8.
Yeah.
There's 8 total. 7 second chances, 1 NPC.
He's like, never mind.
I need 1 volunteer.
Sorry, just have to spell real quick.
For sure.
Are you gonna cast Banish?
You got fucking recall?
Dimension door.
That only takes one person.
8 willing creatures. How many we have?
Oh wow.
That's how many
That's
we
how
have.
many we have.
So you watch as she reaches into her pack and she takes out what looks to be like a bedroll and finds an open space about 5 feet in diameter, and she begins to unbundle it and sets it down. And as she rolls it out, it is a large sort of 5-foot circle, and it has something sewn into
Oh,
it.
we have 9.
No,
Yep.
we have.
How do we
Oh,
This
do
well-
spell teleports you and up to 8 willing creatures, so literally just enough.
Okay, fair enough.
And you watch as she rolls out what looks to be a teleportation circle bedroll. And then there's a fuse on the end of it that she takes a minute to sort of strike until it lights up, and you watch as it burns away. She pulls it out, and it has burned that teleportation circle into the ground. And she goes, "All right, everyone in."
Here we go.
I just jump in.
Yep.
As you all
Rob's
come
gonna
and sort of
step in as well.
stand next to her and take hands, she takes a stone out and whispers, begins to whisper something under her breath, but stops and looks around at you. Who has the stone to Mr. Black?
I do.
He holds her hand out for it.
She'll take it out, give it to her.
She holds it for a moment. "I'm bringing the second chances home." And then she puts it back in your hand. The other hand that she's holding, she whispers something under her breath. The circle begins to glow, and in a flash of light, you look around and you're no longer in the Underdark, but it is still dark. Those of you with dark vision can see walls. It's about a 20-foot wide room, circular in nature. Brick and mortar of some kind. There's a few steps leading up to a large door on one side of it. She looks at all of you. Stay here. As she walks towards the door, she opens it. You can see outside there is a corridor of some type going left to right. She grabs a torch out there and tosses it in to Roz, and you can see that there are some unlit torches inside this room.
Mm-hmm.
She closes the door. We're all left in the silence of the room.
She
Is
didn't
this-
leave anybody behind, did she?
No, everyone's here.
Okay.
Holy
Does
shit.
this-
My horses.
Does this room
Oh.
look familiar from my
yeah.
dream by any chance?
No.
Okay, just curious.
Roz will go over and light all the torches before she kind of plops down. Would someone mind taking these crossbow bolts out, please?
I can do that.
Ooh.
She starts, but her she seems very not. She's focused on the crossbow bolts, but not on much else.
Hermia, could you wipe this blood off my face? It's smearing my makeup.
Sure. Hermia pulls out like a handkerchief and like just wipes it off. You'll notice that her hair is almost looks completely black now.
Oh. Sweetie, do you need, some coal? Or firewood?
No.
You're looking a bit dim.
Yeah. I'll be okay.
And out.
Thank you. Oh. Okay.
See, she puts a lot of salves on you with bandages.
She kind of winces, but it's back. All right. All right, we're out. I guess we're back in Rexentrum then. I
Something
guess.
like that, perhaps.
Yeah, what about Leaf's friends?
They're outside the ruins of Shattengrad.
Yeah, and they're not gonna be free unless we come back.
That is true. We can have Elena Burnright send a message out to release them, since now we are here, and we can return it as a reward.
First family, the Coin Accord, are very good at getting out of sticky situations.
That too.
Sorry, he says second family.
Oh.
You guys are third family.
Oh.
His first
Oh.
his first family is his creator, and
Oh.
Oh.
Fair enough.
Right.
Of course.
I knew that.
he doesn't say all that. I'm just letting you know.
Yeah. No.
Yeah,
No.
okay.
I was just testing you.
Yeah. Yep.
Hermia.
You okay, Roz?
No, not really, but I'll be fine. Hermia, are you okay?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Maeve, you're looking a little pale.
Leaf says, Mother Maeve has always been pale. It is one of the distinctive features of the Pallid Elves.
True.
That's true.
The way he was talking, she looks very scared. Like she's biting her nails.
You want to share with the class?
I think I know why my sister left the group.
Oh.
I think either she met the Plague of Eyes or is working for them.
Wait, what?
She closes her eyes for a moment to kind of get her breath going. My sister spoke to me one night through a message spell. I
Right.
didn't know where she was. She spoke of despair, that this mission would only end in despair and regret. Sounds a bit similar to what he said.
Well,
Could she be the one that maybe released him?
I don't know.
Don't
I-
know then. We don't know.
I don't think I know anything about her anymore.
it's a possibility. I grant you that, but we're a long ways off from knowing that.
But there was others besides her. What if they all joined the Plague of Eyes?
Possibly, but again, we don't know that.
We don't. But this might have been going on for much longer than we thought.
Well, then we kill it. We kill it. We figure out what is causing whatever is causing these portals to open up, and we stop that too. And I don't know. Then we'd be fucking heroes.
Hermia asks if Clay is okay, and he responds as you finish that statement, Roslyn. You realize that that thing was placed in that tomb because some of the most powerful mages Exandria has ever seen couldn't kill it.
Well, then we're even, because it tried to leave us in that tomb, and it couldn't kill us either.
We kept that
Not
thing
for lack
away
of
from
trying.
it. That thing that we got for you.
Right. The Heart of
To bring
Icarus, we got
back.
that. We got the Luxon.
Yeah,
The trip
that's
wasn't
what
without
it wanted,
success.
right? Did he want the Luxon or did he want the Heart of Icarus?
He wanted the heart,
Oh, okay.
but he
Didn't
doesn't
keep
have it.
Nope.
I check the pack.
You open up Clay's pack and looking inside, nothing inside.
What?
Fuck.
What do you mean nothing's inside?
I don't know.
Well,
Clay walks over.
I'm just gonna-
Sorry. It's a bag of holding, and you watch as
Oh.
he reaches inside and pulls
my
out
God.
the Heart of Icarus and hands it to you. And looking
I was
at
about
it,
to be so angry.
it looks like a petrified human heart.
Oh.
well, that's fun.
Mm.
There are tiny runes similar to what you saw on the outside of that tomb, just sort of carved all over it.
Are they in Zemnian?
It's
Or-
not a language so much as they're just like magical runes. So
Oh.
it's less a language and more just like, I guess, a magical formula.
Symbols.
Yeah.
Can I see if I can like make any kind of sense with
but
it?
you can make an Arcana check if you want.
Okay, I'm proficient.
Yep.
So
Now, Clay, how exactly
shit.
did you
Shit.
steal this from the Cerberus Assembly?
I'm
That's
very
an
good at
excellent
what
question.
I do. And to be honest, the biggest downfall of the assembly, their arrogance. Attacking them here in their home where they least expect it was easier than you would think.
Fair enough. All right, then what's next for you? Where do you go from here?
I'd like to go back to my people with the beacon, buy my freedom, and tell them what I've seen. If the Lake of Eyes is anything like what the Empire's tales of it are, and if it's trying to do something like it did in the Calamity, we need to be prepared. And there's also whatever it is that all of you are tied up in.
Fair enough.
Your people are quite old. Maybe they know something.
I ask that you don't tell whoever it is that you're about to talk to about the beacon, and perhaps do what you can to earn my freedom.
Well, maybe
I
we'll
have
take...
one stipulation on that.
what? He helped us. What is your stipulation?
If we need your help in the future from your people, you'll be on our side. And I hold out my hand to shake it.
Shakes your hand and says, I'll do what I can. Still not sure how I will be welcomed, but the beacon will go a long way. Hermia, with a 22, you understand that this is old magic. It's beyond you to know exactly what it does. I will say that you recognize that some of it is abjuration in nature. But beyond that, it's difficult to know for sure without extensive research.
Hermione mentioned, like, some form of abjuration, but I'd need, like, time and, like, lots of hours of, like, just being able to study this.
Yeah, you're not even sure if that would help. Like, you would also need people, like, way above your station. Like, this was stuff that even the Cerberus Assembly was still trying to study and decode.
Maeve, go ahead, sorry.
So yeah, he hands the heart to whoever's going to take it, Rosalind or Maeve, and then puts his
Maeve
hand
will
out
take it.
for his bag.
Yep, and Maeve will give his bag back. And I will
At
put...
this point, the door opens back up. Izana standing there. Her demeanor has shifted considerably.
What does that mean?
If anyone would like to roll an insight check, you may.
Sure.
Yeah,
I'll do that.
18 plus 0.
Why did I roll 2 5s despite the fact that I get advantage? So that was an 8.
Take that advantage on everything, Maeve.
It's not everything. Just certain things.
23.
So Leo, Roz, and Hermia. Well, most of you have a sense of relief. Finally being out of there and back somewhere safe. Zana has a look of worry, stress, like a child scorned, like she did something wrong. But she opens the door, follow me, and walks to the left down the corridor. And as you kind of walk out, you realize that you're in a tower of some sort, and the corridor goes both up and down.
Where are we?
We said no questions.
So following her down this spiraling corridor, you eventually come out into a long hallway. You can easily tell that wherever you are, it comes from money. The walls are gilded with silver and gold. There are end tables here and there dotted throughout it. There are expensive-looking paintings on the wall. Doorknobs are gold. There's platinum trim. You are eventually led into looks to be either like a study or a small library. Desk in here, the walls top to bottom filled with books. There's a few sort of chairs and two-seaters as well. Paintings still on the wall, those of what look to be not religious in nature, but there are just figures from history or maybe even mythology and legend painted into some of them. And as you come in, she goes and just kind of props herself up next to one of the bookcases. It says, "Mr. Black will be here shortly." She kind of goes silent.
Raza doesn't want to bleed on anything, so she's just gonna...
Clay kind of goes
Stand.
to a
Pretty good.
corner, holding his pack in front of him and just trying to sort of make himself as small as he can in the corner.
Mhm.
And shortly after that, the door opens and in walks the familiar face and figure of the elven man that you know as Mr. Black.
Raza
Well,
will nod.
good to see that you all made it back, mostly in one piece.
It was an illuminating experience.
I have been briefed, and he looks to Zana. Well, I suppose now that you are in my home, that the need for secrecy a bit past us. So allow me to formally introduce myself. I am the Archmage of Cultivation of the Cerberus Assembly, Zenithal Alabaster. A pleasure to formally know you. Second chances.
You work for the Cerberus Assembly?
I work for the Empire and her people.
Yeah.
I see.
Roz has a look of like, well, guessed wrong on that one.
Shall bow her head.
What, why all the charade then? We're already working for the Cerberus Assembly.
No, you're working for Elena, the Archmage of Antiquity. While we all serve the Empire in one way or another, it is a game of politics, and who everyone really serves is themselves.
Well, that sounds an awful lot like home.
Same.
Well,
I
what's
suppose
your...
politics are politics wherever it is you go.
So then what is your true angle in all of this?
As I said, to help the people of the Empire, but also finding ways to get leg up on rivals is always a good thing in the end. And as I said when we first met, I am here to be a patron to help you with what it is that you're trying to do, save the world as it is.
I don't know that we're actually quite so certain of what we're doing anymore.
Perhaps.
As we've been told, these things aren't going to stop. And eventually we're going to get old and die.
Well, from what I've been able to discern from my own research and the bits that you yourselves have been told, this isn't the first time that it happened. There's a similar group of heroes during the Calamity. Perhaps that was the whole reason that the Calamity began in the first place. But between then and now, no one has had a need to run around and close portals, so there may be an end to it. To that end, I do believe that I may be able to help you in several ways, and he looks towards Clay. I assume this is the gentleman who stole the heart of Icarus from Elena and her lackeys. You have the heart?
His brother.
My head.
Rosalind.
Hmm.
I have been forthright with you. While I may have kept information from you, I've never lied to you. Zana has
Told me
already
your name
filled
was Mr.
me
Black.
in.
Very well. Yes, that is him.
We have it though.
Our job was to recover the artifact. Nothing was said about whoever took it.
I am well aware, and I'm going to help your friend get out of the Empire. The last thing we need is a diplomatic incident between the Dynasty and the Empire. Looks towards Clay, who exchanges a few glances with some of you before just kind of nodding.
Well, I think it would go further if we could have good relations with the people who have more information on this Plague of Eyes. So I'm glad for your astute observation there.
There's something else I'd like to give you as well. And he walks over the desk and takes out of his robe a small sort of silk satchel and puts it on the desk. And as he opens it up, you see a bunch of small gems. There's 5 of them. They remind Maeve, Leo, and Roslyn you of the material that you used in the arcane reactor room where you got the beacon. The material that you put in those slots. It's similar in that. It looks different after you brought them out. Like, it's not infused like the same energy, but just the material, the ore, the element that it's made out of looks similar.
That's not gonna explode, is it?
No, it's not going to explode.
Oh, good.
I'd actually like you to take these for the next time that you run into one of those portals. Just toss this through before you close it, and it's a type of divination stone. It will allow us to take readings and gather arcane information to perhaps better understand what's happening. Did you raise your hand, Kieran?
Kieran's insight checking.
Yeah, I'd
Oh.
like to as
No.
well, actually.
Okay, yeah. Anyone who would like to insight check, go ahead.
Come on, roll a little better.
Come
Here we
on.
go. That is a 22.
And a 5 for Kieran. Let me pull you up into
Kieran's
whispers
type.
really quick, Maeve.
Okay.
Wait, what is
That's
happening?
gonna be really awkward with our audio issues.
Ah, crap. All right, never mind. I guess I won't do that. He is definitely a difficult read, for sure. And while you don't sense deceit from him, you do wonder if there isn't another angle there.
Okay. What exactly would you be able to see in theory with these stones?
Not entirely sure, to be honest. They are prototype. They're something new that we're trying. It's not quite... Normally, divination works through something like scrying, being able to hear through something, being able to see through something. These monitor and give arcane readings based on the type of magic. I do apologize. It's difficult to verbalize to a novice.
You can try me.
We hope that through these readings to be able to better understand how the portals are created, what the architecture of them is, and if there is a way that we might be able to shut them down without the unique properties that each of you have been given. Go ahead, Kieran. She looks You don't get anything off of her. She doesn't seem to currently have sort of any emotion, really. She's standing there almost stone-faced.
Fine.
So this is to research the makeup of these portals and maybe create a way to close them.
The end
Perhaps
goal
even-
is finding a way to close these without you present. We have been fortunate so far that when these portals open, you are near. But we don't know what happens if they don't get closed. Do they simply create a gate that allows something to come through from the other side? What if the longer they go without being closed, the bigger they grow?
When that one down in the Underdark opened, for just a moment, I got a look through. I saw that other world. I've never seen the hells, but I can't imagine they look too different than what I saw. Zombies as far as you can see.
The 7 of you cannot be everywhere at once. And even if we had a way to monitor where these portals open, when they opened, we won't always be able to get there. Which is another thing that we may be able to discover with more information, is how to detect when they open.
Yeah.
He ties them back up and hands them to you, Maeve.
Thank you. What should I call these?
Oh, the...
The Infinity Stones.
And how many are there?
There are 5 arcane readings.
Five.
Just so we know, do we throw one through a portal or all 5 through a portal?
1.
One.
per
Okay,
portal.
great. One per portal. Got it. All right. Where in Rexentrum are we right now?
You are in my home, the center of the city. Whatever the noble district is called, because I can't remember what it is off the top of my head.
Great. Just I'll have you point me in the direction of the Flounder Pounder when we get out of here.
Well, if there's nothing else then, Zana, would you please show your friends out? Oh, one more thing. I said that I would do what I can to help each of you and look into things for you. And he takes a paper off of his table and writes something down and hands it to you, Roz. There is a researcher at the Solstice Academy, a fire genasi by the name of Redrica Fury Scribe. She specializes in extraplanar travel.
Oh.
I don't know if she can help you get home, but if anyone can, it would be her.
Well, if nothing else, she'll probably be fascinated to talk to me. The Solstice Academy, you said?
Yes. I'm sure when you speak to Elena next, she can also point you in the right direction.
Absolutely. We gotta go turn in the heart anyway.
Well, I would recommend doing it in the morning. It is quite late now.
Oh. Fair enough. And should we leave Clay here? Will you see him safely out, or?
I will, yes.
Clay, are you all right with that?
Clay nods.
Anything
Rosalind.
on my sister's girlfriend that I asked you to check up on?
Nothing yet. Unfortunately, following the likes of her profession can sometimes be difficult. She is very good at what she does.
Yep.
Roz is gonna just walk over to Clay and lean in and whisper to him. If it's as close as you say, I promise she's waiting for you. And she'll tap him on the shoulder and then turn around and she's gonna leave. She is very tired.
Yeah. Maeve will kind of look to, I guess it's no longer Mr. Black. Just kind of bow her head and, well, till next we meet then. And we'll also look to Clay and nod.
Don't be afraid to reach out if there's anything you think that I can do for you.
Of course. Clay, best of luck.
As everyone
And,
slowly files out, Clay says, "Can I have a moment with Hermia before you leave?"
Yeah.
Then it all goes, of course, Zana, and he walks out with everyone as well.
Okay.
Door is closed behind them.
So, listen, I dragged you out of that tomb thing, stopped you from dying, pretty much dragged you all the way here. So, you can't go off and just die now. That's the rule.
He kind of chuckles a bit. Yes, I'm aware. That was selfish of me. Seeing what I saw down there, and from the bit that I've gathered through context here, it seems there's something at work that's bigger than us, bigger than myself, bigger than even our two nations. So I'm going to focus on that. And I just wanted to say that I hope, for your sake, that your brother is still out there, that you find him.
Sorry you weren't able to find your person you were looking for.
Someday.
Right. Well, no dying. And hey, if you need help from the crazy elf chick with a talking sword, look me up.
He puts his hand out,
I shake it.
shakes your hand. Good luck.
Thanks. Cool.
And as you walk out, Zenithal heads back in and shuts the door. Zana goes this way and leads you through the manor and back down outside. And you recognize the district. Maybe not this particular manor, this particular part of it, but you were in here the last time you went to get yourself a very, very good spa day. But it is nighttime at the moment.
Times.
Yep, it is nighttime, and it seems that you may have lost a day more down in the ruins than what you had thought you may have. So, I think you can all find your way back to the Flounder Pounder from here.
Yes. Are you coming with us? Or
No.
do you stay there with him?
This is my home as well.
That explains some things.
Well, then the next time we leave, will you be coming with us? Wherever we go next?
If I'm told to.
Or we can send you a message, and if you're interested, you can come along.
You're heading to Zadash next, right?
That's the plan.
Probably, yeah.
Good luck. Heads inside and shuts the door behind her.
Mm.
All right.
Do you say wait, Kieran?
Yeah.
She stops, looks back out the door.
He walks up and looks down at his feet. Says, I just wanted to say that I'm sorry I'm a dick. And it was nice having someone around who kind of understands. And you don't owe me anything at all. I owe you a lot. But if we're around, I would love to talk, some more about, I don't know, us? Oh, that. Oh, no.
Make a persuasion
know.
check.
19?
She looks down at you as you're kind of saying this, kind of like twiddling your thumbs, looking down at your feet a bit. And as you kind of trail off, waiting for a response, nothing. Then you sort of glance up quickly to see her kind of grinning. Don't die, Kieran. And she shuts the door.
Don't kill me. Go back to the group.
All right.
Was-
With that, you all head towards the Flounder Pounder, I assume?
Yes.
Yeah, we're going with the Flounder Pounder. Roz is gonna get one very stiff drink, and then she's going up to her room.
All right. Well, you all get back to the
Presuming
Flounder
we can
Pounder.
get one.
Yes, open all hours of the night. So it is still, it's not packed, but there are still some people in there. It seems like it's maybe a slow night, but you are able to get some drinks and converse with yourselves a bit if you'd like to. In fact, why don't you do that really quick while I run to the restroom?
Sure. So,
Jeff, can you make a Lucky Kieran?
we'll presume that's a yes.
Yes.
All right. So, I do have one question after all that craziness.
Yes.
Who the hell is Hyacinth?
Yes. Who is Hyacinth?
I think
who the
that's
hell
a
is that?
flower.
Everyone looks at Kieran.
Yeah.
What?
It's a
Either
beautiful name.
you or Zana.
Didn't... Oh! I guess you didn't say my name.
It's
I don't know.
nothing. Like, if you want to keep it a secret, Karen,
No,
that's fine.
Okay. Well, we'll talk about the elephant in the room another time, but for real, I don't... That's not my name. I mean...
It was. It's not now.
Doesn't have to be now.
No. I don't know. And... let's just say that... obviously, this isn't who I am. And I don't really know who I was before. That's the honest to God truth. So, could be
Fair.
that is my name. That doesn't sound like mine, though. I mean, I don't think it is.
Kieran, did you ask what a hyacinth was?
Yeah. Or
We
someone
all
did,
We asked who the hell is Hyacinth.
Yeah.
and I
It's
said
it's
a flower.
Yeah.
Y'all
It
can
is-
roll insight, and I will. Yeah.
It is a flower, and Hermia, you actually know that it is actually a common flower that grows in the Feywild.
I rolled a 20 in insight, Kieran.
Nat 1 for Roz.
Telling the
15
absolute
plus
truth.
5.
You guys don't.
You said
Damn.
We said we could roll insight, so we did.
I did. No, yeah, absolutely. Tell me the truth. I'm not. I mean, I can roll. Do you want me to roll persuasion, DM?
No, it's
No.
fine. You're
Okay.
you're
so
telling
you
the
seem
truth. Yeah.
you seem just as confused over the name
Yeah.
Hyacinth.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Yeah.
So it must be Zana.
Or it is Kieran and they don't remember where they came from.
This is the, I don't know if I want to say the name out loud, but such and such. They seem to know many things.
Yeah.
This is maybe out of character. I don't know if my character would actually know this. But aren't changelings like in folklore considered fae creature?
Yes,
They are.
changelings are from the Fae.
You're.
Yeah, when a
So-
when a fae steals your child, they leave you a changeling.
Yeah, so
That's-
in that case
God.
So go ahead and make a history check for me, Hermia.
I'm gonna message to Zana like, did they replace somebody's babe?
I don't know if that's
Oh,
true in
not
D&D
close enough.
lore. That's just Fae lore.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because now that's
dirty 20.
Okay. So you don't know a lot about them. Though you do come from the Feywild, your particular society is removed from, like, the sort of fairy courts and, like, the mischievousness that a lot of people associate the Feywild with and know of it. You know, your particular society thinks that they're better, more removed, that they are the more civilized society within the Fey realm. So what you know of changelings is more akin to sort of like, folktale and stuff like that. You do know that they come from the Feywild, that's where they originated from. There are still quite a few in the prime material plane, and when a changeling has an offspring on the prime material plane, they can sometimes mutate in a way to where they become what's known as a doppelganger instead, which is more monstrous. But not always. It's just something that sometimes happens when a changeling is born in the prime material plane. So being a changeling doesn't mean you came from the Feywild, but that's where they originated from.
Well, I was going to say, given that I know a hyacinth is like a flower commonly found in the Feywild, folklore, changelings are considered fey creatures. It's probable it could be yours or Zana's name.
There isn't necessarily a direct correlation between hyacinths and changelings. Oh, yes.
Well, no, but they're both, related to the Fey in some way, is what I'm getting at.
Did the eye say Zana's name?
Technically, you're all only supposed to hear your own name.
We all misunderstood that.
But that's okay, in which case Zana's name was said in there as well.
Okay.
Well, that answers that.
Well, that answers that question. All right. So you would have heard. So Kieran, you would have heard Hyacinth. Okay. Well, hey, it doesn't have to be the name we call you. It's just
so girly.
It's a beautiful name.
It's a lovely name.
It's a Fey name. I'm sorry, Kieran. My parents named me Hermia. Do you know how many hernia jokes that I had to endure in my childhood?
I didn't even think of that, but my goodness, the Fey children are interesting.
Well,
I'm Leo, but I'm Leonidas, and it sounds like a king, and I don't really like it that much. So.
I thought it was Leo Yaris.
Leo Yaris, Leonidas, same thing.
It's not.
I just like going by Leo.
Laughing.
I'm just glad you guys haven't asked why I went by Maeve when my name is Timavra, but
hey,
I just thought it was a shortened version of it.
Yeah.
no, it doesn't. The nickname doesn't start with the same letter. That's what I'm saying.
That's fair.
Doesn't
Would you rather be
matter.
Ty?
Not really. That's why I said
That's why you go with Maeve. Yeah, it made sense to me.
Can I call you Tai Tai?
Do you want to call me Tai Tai?
My Tai?
My tie.
My Tai. Aw,
You're
you're cute.
an adept
Also
fighter too. You could be TIE fighter.
Uh-huh.
Well, on that lovely note, I'm going to bed. It is Kieran's real name will be a mystery for another day,
Well,
on top of the billion other mysteries we have.
Well, before you go, Roz, I just thank you all for being lovely. I'm sorry I got emotional. And I don't know if I can keep being this anymore now.
I just pat Kieran on the head, and it's like, be whoever you want to be.
yeah.
Okay. Because I have a lot of ideas. So I would love some, pitches or an audience. Because I have different characters.
I have an
certainly.
idea. You can be the man of many faces.
I already am though, right?
Oh. Well, I was gonna say, you could just change how you appear, every, hour,
All the time?
really freak people out.
Yeah, but then the artist wouldn't be able to keep up. That'd be so many different
The artists get
That's-
very tired
That's
very
true,
quickly.
That's true. And
That's true.
there's some stability in having a consistent look. But of course, we'd be happy to help you with that. Whoever
You need a
you wish to
fancy hat for sure.
Oh, I'm down for fancy. Yeah. But yeah, it's not a big deal, but I just wanted to say goodbye.
Wait,
Goodbye.
what?
We mean goodbye.
To this face.
Yeah, I just
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's fine.
That's fine.
I don't like being me because I feel really naked, and not in the good way. It feels like, oh god, I'm on a stage and everyone's looking at me and I'm naked and throwing
Why must
tomatoes
best
at
friend
me.
Kieran leave?
No, I'm not leaving. I've already done a lot wrong by you guys in this form, and it just feels wrong to keep pretending to be this. Even though I'm gonna pretend to be something else, at least you guys will know this time. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It does.
You're still the same person.
Yeah. Either way.
No,
it's
not
fine.
really. Not really, bud.
I
I
don't
appreciate
think that
it. I
best
do.
friend Kieran needs to run away. We accept him for who he is.
I know.
Roz will put a large hand down on Kieran's shoulder, like you stopped her. She was getting ready to walk past and go upstairs. So she stops and just says, no matter who you are, you're a second chance, and we're your friends. Be who you want to be.
And we'll be right there with you.
Thanks, guys.
And if anyone has anything to say about it, they'll have to go through us first.
Roz just yells out, we beat their ass! And flips off the bar and goes upstairs.
Roz, go to bed.
Just turn back. She's just drunk.
Maybe.
She's a little drunk.
Jeff is like, did she just bleed all over the floor?
She
Oh.
also did bleed over
Just
the floor.
press
Yes.
the
I thought
digitate.
I put those bandages on correctly.
All right, so eventually everyone makes their way up to bed. Even though you technically have only been up for a few hours, you are still plenty exhausted
Yeah.
from your adventures in the Underdark, the ruins of Shattengrad. Before you do go to bed, was there anything that anyone wanted to do? Anyone wanted
Yeah,
to
can I
speak
run to
to?
Eurosa real quick and grab my horses?
You know, it's unfortunately going to be a bit of a trip.
Oh boy.
Sure. I don't think I'm gonna make it because I have to get a 6? Let's see if the Oracle is willing to talk to me.
Sure.
Nope, I rolled a 52, so
Okay.
didn't work. She gets a little frustrated and she's not being heard, and instead prays to the Moonweaver to watch over her sister before going to bed.
Yeah, Roz, as she's settling down to bed, she rolls over once, winces as she rolls over on a crossbow wound, rolls over on the other side, winces as there's another crossbow wound there. It's like, and just lays on her back for a moment, but then she exhales and just says, "Hey, Light, thank you for everything. I mean it." And
No
she closes
response.
her eyes. Yep, she closes her eyes.
All right. So as all of you lay down to get your rest, Hermia,
Yeah.
you are sitting in your room on the edge of the bed, getting ready to lay down yourself, looking at your sword. I think that I may have remembered something.
You ate my brother?
I did not eat your brother. I don't even know who your
Okay.
brother is.
Okay, well, as long as it's not that, I'm sure it's cool, whatever it is.
I can't quite see it clearly. It's not like a normal memory. I just see like an image after you and the Drow talked about your people who are important to you. I don't know if that's affected it or not, but let me just show you. And you get this image in your head. It's kind of hazy. It's not a full memory, but just this this still image masked in shadow and darkness, but you can see a man on his knees in front of a woman holding her hand, and you get this sense of love and strength from it.
Wait, can you repeat that?
So you see this sort of image in your head. It's mostly dark and sort of shrouded in shadow and darkness, but you kind of see the silhouette of what looks to be a man down on his knees in front of a woman holding her hand, and you get a sense of love and strength from it.
Huh. So, are you the man?
Don't know. No idea what it means. But I want to know more.
Well, I'll help you as much as I can. I don't know how to make you remember stuff, though.
Perhaps it'll come with time, as this did. But if we can find a way to Vasselheim.
Alright, I'll look into it. See. There's an easy way to get there besides, airship or boat.
Thank you, Harmon. And with that, we will end tonight's session.